उन्होंने अपने व्यक्तित्व को इस तरह से देश के सामने रखा जैसे वो एक देश के सेवक हों। पाकिस्तान में जन्मे और भारत में आकर अपनी शिक्षा क्रांति के चलते उन्होंने देश की सबसे ऊंची पदवी पर पहुंचे, देश के प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में।
बहुत ही अच्छे दिल के आदमी थे, बहुत ही सीधे साधे आदमी थे, लेकिन बहुत बड़े अभ्यासु थे, बहुत बड़े अर्थतज्ञ थे। उनका नाम पूरे देश भर में अर्थतज्ञ के माध्यम से बहुत बड़ा नाम था। तो अचानक उनका जाना हमारे लिए, सभी लोगों के लिए दुख की बात है। मैं रिपब्लिकन पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से और नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार में सामाजिक न्याय और अधिकारिता राज्य मंत्री के नाते मैं डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी को आदरांजलि अर्पित करता हूं।
A scholar, an accomplished economist, a political leader par excellence. In fact, his political acumen was often underrated. But in hindsight, there are several political leaders who say that he steered not just the Congress party, but his personal growth within the Congress party, at times given the opposition that he faced from within, just showed how well he was able to handle the situation. And youngsters in the Congress party, when he was the Prime Minister, say that he played a critical role in encouraging them, one, to speak their mind and continue, strive to do better. Listen in to Sachin Pilot, listen in to several other reactions that are coming in from across the political spectrum.
I've actually known him for very long because I first knew him in Geneva in the 1980s when he was chairman of the South Commission. And I've seen him over the years. He's just an extraordinary human being, a very, very humane, compassionate, gentleman, and at the same time, a prime minister who left an enormously valuable legacy for our nation. He had a vision for the future. He had a vision for young India. You'd often tell me we must respect the impatience of the young and things like that. He was somebody who tried to think what would be best for the generations who are just coming of age now and plan for them and for their future. He was just extraordinary. And I have to say that it's an enormous, enormous loss for the nation. We have lost a giant.
I'd like to give my condolences to Dr. Singh's family. I think in his passing, we've lost a man who basically made India what it is today. I've worked with him in his cabinet, and I can tell you that he was the most gentle, kind soul one could ever imagine having as a boss. And more than a politician as a prime minister, I think his simplicity and humility earned him many admirers across the political aisle. So him as Prime Minister, as RBI Governor, as Finance Minister, his contributions will be remembered for decades to come.
Every contribution of his is now being remembered by those who were close to him and by millions who've benefited from those steps that he had taken, whether it was Manrega, right to education, right to information, and so much more. I once again want to cut across to my colleague Amit Bharadwaj, who joins us from AIIMS. And Amit, that's the reason why there's a steady stream of followers, admirers, and co-workers who are there to pay their final respect to the former Prime Minister, Amit.
True, Gaurav. You know, this is the moment when the entire country is mourning the death of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. And at this moment, several of the Congress party leaders from the national capital are rushing to AIIMS facility, from where his mortal remains will be shifted to his residence in a short time from now. I'm joined by Dr. Kiran Walia of the Congress party. She's been the cabinet minister in Delhi government and has been part of the Congress party for decades, ma'am. At this moment, how do you remember Dr. Manmohan Singh? Because his career as a bureaucrat, as politician, is enormous, historic.